Hey guys, it's Brian here, and welcome to episode 61 of our Liverpool Career Mode series. In today's episode, another big one because we got 3 games here, and 2 of them very important. As you can see, we're playing Manchester City to start off the episode in the league. Pretty big game for us. They're the top team in the league right now for this season. Then we'll move on to a game against Chelsea in the semi-final of the FA Cup, and finish up a game against QPR as well in the league. So it's kind of funny, I've actually been thinking about it. The last couple episodes have had really important games in it, and I feel like I've tone myself down to it a bit because it's kind of funny when you get to the end of the season. There's so much going on, so many important games that when you play them, they're a really big deal. But when you're going through them after a while, you're like, we got an FA Cup semi-final here. You know, we had the Champions League quarterfinal there. Oh, and that's another really important game against the top team in the league. No big deal. They all just kind of scrunch together at the end of the season, really making it intense in a lot of ways. But at the same time, too, when you're talking about it after the fact, you kind of realize that you're getting a little numb to the big events that are coming. But this one's pretty big for us because, you know what, we're out of reach of Manchester City right now. We're not going to catch up to them, and that's pretty much a fact because we only have about, I believe, 8 games left in the season right now, and they're sitting about 10 or 12 points ahead of us. So if we went on an absolute tear and, you know, they, for whatever reason, fumble the ball, maybe we get closer to them. But the thing is as well, there's other teams between us and them as well. So this game was important to us because it's always nice to stop another team from getting points, right? That's a really big goal that I try and go into in those really important games. That they're the 6-point games, the guys that you're really fighting for in the table to get up above or keep from, taking over your spot in the table. And even though they are a little bit ahead of us here, this is a game that I put a lot of importance on because it was also kind of a measuring task for us too. We really wanted to see how we could do. The first half really didn't have much going on, but as you can see, the second half starting here, and we got a couple chances, but as you can see from the games we usually play here against maybe the higher ended sides, my type of style of game sometimes gets shut down a bit more just because I don't use the deking skills that other people do have to really get by them, and a lot of my game is based on passing plays. So this one here, we had some good chances, but really later on in the period of the game here, they really started trying to get that goal, trying to get the 1-0 lead. We get one opportunity here in the 82nd minute. Edison Cavani, he's been oft injured, but he puts a really nice one away there. Nothing too special, but puts it into the corner, giving us that lead. And Merkel tries to get another one here. Not really able to get that great of an opportunity, but we're able to kind of control the play at this point, which is the nice part about it. And with the 90th minute here, able to get the corner, go for the header here, trying to get something to go. I think at this point it was pretty much past the point that they could really get something going. And Cresswell here clears it out. We win the game against Manchester City, and that's a 3-point game for us. It's very important. And yeah, felt very good about this one. You can see Leno getting the Man of the Match award there. He did play a good game. There wasn't a massive amount of chances, but that kind of went both ways. As you can see, there was about 4 and 6 shots for both sides, but still, they weren't really testing opportunities from the highlights. They were just kind of these chances that could have gone in, but ours were very, off-glancing, ones that Hart could make a save on, and they weren't really testing him to the full potential that he has. After our game, though, against Manchester City, we move on to another really important one here, too, against Chelsea in the FA Cup, the team that we beat last year for the FA Cup trophy. That game was an insane game. I remember it so clearly still because that was our first real big trophy that we got in this career mode. And that was very good as well because we had to go for the treble last year. Got one of the 3 trophies that we could have potentially gotten. Kept our job, which was good. We're now in that kind of, shady situation. We got to the quarterfinal of the Champions League, and, we're fighting for those spots to get back into the Champions League, but we're not going to win the title again in the league. So this is a very important game for us because if we can get this trophy, if we can get the FA Cup once again, reclaim our trophy, hold our spot as the FA Cup trophy winners, I think that will do at least a little bit of help for us in keeping our job, because I don't think I'm too worried about it right now, but it is something to keep noting that the expectations set by the board are quite high, and we failed to kind of reach their expectations last season, so hopefully they don't come down on us too hard this season. But nonetheless, this was a very important game for us because we wanted to do good here, and hopefully get another win and move on to the final once again. But you can see there, the early chance for us, Cavani slips, misses the chance, and Kakuta for Chelsea there gets the early goal, so things don't start off too well for us here. 14th minute goal, but we're going to take our time here, really not get too antsy at this point in the game because we do have opportunities. There's a lot of time left in this game. Another chance there for Cavani. One thing I gotta say about Cavani is he's gotten some really nice goals for us this season, but he's also missed some great opportunities. There's another one too off the post, and Holtby there not able to put that one away. Here though, Holtby somehow keeps the ball in, actually draws a penalty as well. I don't know what Chelsea were thinking there, as we had no real chance of getting a goal there. But Cavani steps up, takes the shot, scores the goal. We're back in this game, 1-1. Cavani with a nice goal there. And yeah, that was kind of the point I wanted to make, is Cavani scored quite a bit of goals for us this season, but a lot of them have been kind of clean-up opportunities like that there, and at the same time too, he's been able to put some nice ones away, but there's a lot of chances he's missed as well, and his injuries have been a little bit of a disappointment. And Lewandowski did a really good job for us last season, and I don't know if I'm kind of upset about letting him go, because I really feel like he did a great job. The money was there for us to really bring in someone else, though, after that transfer, and it's one of those weird situations I've talked about in the comments, at least, that Carrillo is a guy that we're likely going to be moving out at the end of this season. And I don't like playing musical chairs. I don't think that's a good thing to do with a team. And that's a little bit of a worry for myself going ahead. I don't want to continually change up the squad. There are players that I know are not working. I'd rather sell them, bring in someone else, and do that. But at the same time, too, I'm a little bit, I don't know, worried about Cavani, because he hasn't been playing all the time. He's been injured at points, and, you know, there are points similar to Carrillo where I feel like he is not putting away the opportunities. I know it's a lot to ask, but we got a guy like Suarez who really scores some great goals for us at points, so it's hard to kind of balance between the two and really justify when you got a player that good that's not playing up to the potential of another player that you're paying just as much to keep on the team. It does add up after a while to being a point where you're wondering, maybe you should keep this guy. So I want to know what you guys think. Is Cavani a player we should keep around, give another season at least, or are you guys still happy with him? And if we did sell him, what would be another striker to bring in? I'm just throwing it out there because, you know, why not talk about it and hear what you guys have to think about it. But yeah, this game, you can see I talked over 3 goals scored against us, and the reason for that was that it was a disappointing end to the second half of this game here. As, you know, they scored a nice header and got the 2-1 lead, but once they scored that goal, we really had to kind of open up a bit, and it wasn't necessarily opening up right away. About 4 minutes later, they scored that another nice goal. It just was an opportunity that one of the defenders was out of place. I tried to pinch in a way to make sure the chance wasn't going to come, and then they got a break there on net, and then the 4th goal was just pretty much us really just trying to score something, just trying to get something going, and that happens from time to time. I do inflate the scores every once in a while, but the goal when I'm playing those games and I do inflate the scores is that I'm trying to get back into the game. I know I'm taking the chance. I know they're probably going to score a goal against us, but I'd rather finish the game 4-1 than finish the game 3-1 when I know that we could potentially get to 3-2 or 3-3. There's opportunity there to get back into the game, and I'd rather take the chance to see if we can get that. But back to Cavani, though. Carrillo is a guy that we're going to shop, see what happens there. But let me know regarding Cavani. Are you guys happy with him overall? Because I think he's had a good season in a lot of aspects. He scored a lot of goals, but I feel like Lewandowski's done the job in other places rather than him. But you can see here, moving on to our QPR game, Offline, great break there for him. Not able to put that one away as it didn't curl around the goalkeeper, but luckily Merkel's there, cleans out the rebound. Nice header off the post and in. So an early great start here for us against QPR. And overall, I was happy with that too, because I put a lot of emphasis on us getting a good start out of this game. And you see Allen here with another shot, another rebound. Suarez, though, absolutely strong on the header there. Gets a really nice goal. Did not think he could get to that one, but he does. And we're up 2-0 in this game. Only 30 minutes in. Lots of time left in this game, though. And the good part, though, was the fact that in the first half, QPR really not getting that many opportunities. That was their best chance there. Merkel almost gets it to 3-0, which would have been nice at that point. But he's not able to get that one to go. And Allen off the corner here gets a nice chance, but not able to really create anything that great off of that one there. But we end the first half with 2-0 lead, which is pretty nice. And speaking of Allen, I wanted to also say too that he's kind of been out of the squad at points, but he's actually really worked his way in the past, I guess say 5 games or so. I've really been happy with his play as well. So that's nice to see from him because he has been struggling to be a real impact player in the squad. And yeah, nice to see him kind of getting a bit more of the opportunity of the team right now. But early on in the second half, Forleen there gets a goal for QPR. Unfortunately, we opened the door for them here. Really, their best chance of the game so far, and it was a bit of a mistake on my part as I tried to slide check one of the players, but I was actually on the wrong player at the point, so it led to the wrong guy going down and then one player or one defender being out of the play, which let them have way too much space getting the goal there. And you can see here, they actually start getting a lot more opportunities. The first half, they had nothing really going on for them, but nearly get back in there, get another goal. And here's a really great chance from Diakite, not able to take the pass. Could have been a great opportunity for them, not able to get that one to go. And nearly minutes later, another terrible slide check leads to an open man. Bender's really got to go in there. The penalty is called, and after all our hard work, Rodriguez here with the opportunity to tie the game in the 90th minute. But a great save by Leno. He's making the right decision there. I was very scared at this point, but he does make the right decision. And this is going to be able to close out the game for us. So it was a very close game. Could only got a point out of that. But a great save by Leno keeps us in, gets us the 3 points out of this one. And a good way to finish off this episode, I'd say, is we get 3 points out of both our games that we played in the league, even though we did lose against Chelsea in the FA Cup. So that means we'll be focusing on solely all the games in the league going ahead here, and we got only a couple episodes left until the end of the season. But until then, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know regarding Cavani, and I'll see you around with episode 62.
What do those results mean to the league table? At the top of the table remain Manchester City with 71 points. In second, Chelsea with 67 points. In third, Manchester United with 64 points. In fourth, Liverpool with 59 points. In fifth, Tottenham Hotspur with 58 points, with a game in hand on the team above. In sixth, Arsenal with 58 points, but only behind on goal difference. In seventh, Newcastle United with 57 points. In eighth, West Bromwich Albion with 48 points, with a game in hand on the team above. Bottom of the table, Cardiff City with 13 points, with a game in hand on the team above. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Swansea City with 21 points, but only behind on goal difference. Third bottom, Blackburn Rovers with 21 points. Fourth bottom, Wolverhampton Wanderers with 22 points. Fifth bottom, Stoke City with 30 points.